नमस्कार, वेलकम टू मेटाफिजिकल भारत। आज की वीडियो में हम लोग थोड़ा वन का बारे में बात करेंगे। वन जो है दैट इज फॉरेस्ट एंड ऑफ कोर्स इंडिया इज नोन फॉर फॉरेस्ट एंड वी हैव many states which has tremendous amount of forest coverage, especially if you go to the northeast India like Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, entire northeast India, even otherwise also Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, and Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, and even many more states has very good forest coverage. But unfortunately, because of too much of hyper industrialization, we are losing good amount of forest. In this video, आज हम लोग फोकस करेंगे forest from a spiritual dimension and ecology, which is a fantastic subject to delve into. And this is an area where many of the sages and even the scholars and the poets has got an inspiration, and so much of things are being written on it. तो वन को हम लोग तीन प्रकार से हम लोग उसको क्लासिफाई कर सकते। एक है, नंबर वन इज श्रीवन, सेकेंड इज तपोवन, एंड द थर्ड वन इज कॉल्ड महावन। तो ये तीन में हम लोग गौर करेंगे। Srivan, the word is Shri means auspicious, Shri means prosperity, Shri means where we have a lot of gains, and one is forest. So Srivan देखा जाए तो it can be compared with a sanctuary. Now sanctuaries are all protected areas where certain kind of experiments, certain kind of observations are done, and of course they give us certain kind of wealth, natural wealth and natural resources. So elements of conservation, preservations and sanctuary are very very connected. तो श्रीवन आप देखेंगे लाइफ में, इन टर्म्स ऑफ आवर ओन स्पिरिट, वी हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स एंड मेनी थिंग्स हैज टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड, अदरवाइज वी लूज लाइक टाइम एंड माइंड। समय और मन जो है इज समथिंग लाइक श्री। हर इंसान जन्म लेते ही ये दो चीज रहता है। माइंड जो मन जो होता है इज वेरी लाइक अ टैबुला रूसा, it is empty, and we gets filled because of our parents, because of our upbringing, because of our primary teachers, and because of our school teachers, and then colleges. So that is Shri. So if you fill the brain with a lot of good thoughts, the rest part of the body is automatically get filled with a lot of abundance that is available with the life. Shrivan. हम लोग गलत सोच पे आ जाते तो मन को ठीक दिशा पे नहीं लगाते। मन को हम लोग एक अस्थिरता, चंचलता लेवल पे कभी कभी चला जाता है। सो वी नीड टू रियली डायरेक्ट आवर माइंड, एंड वी हैव योगा सूत्र ऑफ पतंजलि टू रियली गिव अस सो मच ऑफ अ डायमेंशन। श्रीवन, सो श्रीवन इज प्रोस्पेरिटी, इट इज लाइक अ सेंचुरी। सेकेंड डायमेंशन इज द डायमेंशन ऑफ तपोवन। तप बेसिकली मीन्स एक कठोर एक प्रयास, and Tapovan talks about like where we have national park, if you can relate to. So national parks are again a area where a certain kind of protections and certain kind of restrictions are there, and of course they are the place where a lot of wealth can also get generated. And national parks across the globe, I think we have close to more than 6,500. Of course, the number may vary here and there in terms of strict regulation. And this Tapovan, in our life at a spiritual and philosophical angle, if you see, nothing good happens until and unless we go through certain kind of prayas, certain kind of hardship. It is being said that the habits of the vigorous mind happens once we contend or we confront with a lot of difficulty. Otherwise, we don't develop that kind of a mind. So, jab tapte, to man becomes much more strong. It becomes the spirit. So, spirit ko kaise lai bahar? So, it only happens that once goes to. So, Tapovan, Puranic time pe sages and the scholars in those time, of course, they used to go and tap karte the. Tap basically can be fasting. It can be certain yogic practices. It can be control of the mind. It can be disciplining of your own breath. It can be lifestyle. A lot of problems, I believe strongly, personally I believe that health or even climate change happens because of lifestyle issue. our behavioral issue. Once you change your behavior, you change your life, and you can change your life by change your mind. You change your mind, you change your behavior, and you change your behavior, you change your action. You change your action, and you change all your surroundings, and you will find that everything's are happy, and you are also happy. And the last one is called Mahavan. Maha means something brihad. We have Aranyaka, Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad. And Mahavan, if you see the great Amazon, we have the wilderness. And this, we talk about sacred groves. We talk about Pavitra Van. We have sacred canopy. We have the people tree. Ashwatha, Urdhamala we are talking about. In the Katha Upanishad, in the Bhagavad Gita. Puran में कहीं dimensions में कहीं जगह पे wild forest का ऊपर काफी लिखा गया है. And ultimately, when the earth was created, rather it formed, an evolutionary process happened. What actually came was the plants. And then there was wilderness. In the wilderness, of course, fungi and bacteria and the butterflies and the lizards, and there is so much of a diversity came into existence. Life में from a spiritual dimension आप देखेंगे, we have one. And the Mahavan is basically commotion of thoughts. And what is mind? Mind is basically flow of thoughts. And Mahavan को जब हम लोग tame कर पाते, then of course we have a civilization. We have from wilderness, we have sanctuaries, we have national parks, and we need also forest. And that actually gives a certain kind of a dimension in the way we understand nature. Today we are talking about ecology. Ecology is a branch of biology that deals with man and nature relationships. Ernest, one of the philosophers, had talked about deep ecology. And deep ecology, of course, goes where it talks about attitude. So if you talk about today, the depletions of forest and deforestation, it is because of pollution of the mind. We talk about pollution of water, pollution of air, but I'm talking about pollution of mind. So first, if today there is a climate change, it is because of mind climate has changed. So mind problem precedes climate problem. If the mind can be corrected, the climate change can be corrected. So that is the connection we are trying to understand. The one is the forest, one is also mind. As one has so much of a diversity, mind also has a diversity. So to conclude, Srivan is prosperity, and Srivan is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is with you, the deities are with you, they're always with you, you love them, they love you. And we need to be hygienic, we need to be helpful, we need to be compassionate. Tapovan, nothing happens automatically. We need tap, we need discipline, and we need practice, we need abhyasa, we need vairagya. And then of course things will fall in place. And then of course we have a Mahavan, Aranyaka, and in the Aranyaka is something which spreads. We are talking about sacred groves. And we need forest. The forest are the lungs of any particular place. And forest defines the geography. And once we have the right geography, the industry and everything falls in place. We cannot be happy if the planet is not happy. And we need to really understand, and we need to really realize that we are not carrying a place, rather place is carrying us. And this place is basically the one, the nature, and also we have one inside, that is a Manovan. So as we have Srivan, Tapovan and Mahavan, so we have Manovan. And this Manovan happens, we have a Manabal. So it is Mana Shakti, and it's Chintan Shakti, and it is Adhyan Shakti. And all these things happens, we'll find that if you change your attitude, you change your surrounding. And when I say surrounding, it is also the one. So I believe that climate change is a real problem today, but this problem is happening because of mind problem. So once you change your attitude, there's a lot of change that can happen. Om Tat Sat.